Hello, good evening, and welcome to Tickers on a Tuesday night. I hope you're all well. Thank you for joining me. I know there were a few other people streaming tonight, but you've chosen the right channel. So, my first guest tonight is fresh back from Watching the Wonders. It's Mr. Bennett. Hello, Thomas.
Yo. Tickets in the house. You've chosen the right stream. Of course you have.
Thank you very much. Yes. Brian is otherwise engaged tonight, so he won't be joining all you Brian fans. Dr. Bob's Nightmare, thank you for asking. Yeah, he should be with us next week. I'll give you a heads up now, and I'll mention it later. You do not want to miss next week's show. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh.
We'll look for the thumbnail later in the week, but you do not want to miss next week's show. Put it in your diary, folks.
Can you give us Can you give anything away, Tickers?
No, not at the moment. No.
Oh,
no,
it's all hush hush.
No. Maybe, but maybe later. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But for the moment, okay. Our next guest. Well, one half of them. There we go. The other one is somewhere about, probably causing havoc. But little Reggie's there, licking his toes, which is something I can't do. I'm jealous. Bless him. Right, there you go. Right, everyone. Do you want to tell us? Okay, first of all, what you're wearing on your wrist, please, Thomas.
Me, I'm not to disappoint Rolly Mania. I know he likes a bit of Rolex. So I've got my newly discontinued, just put my hairs out, the Jubilee bracelet. Palm dial Datejust.
Right. Has it been discontinued? That's it.
Just been discontinued. I got it in January, and Rolex have taken it out of their catalogue.
Wow.
As of Friday, as of Watches and Wonders.
That is amazing. I bet you're happy about that. The price will just go up, won't it?
As of Monday, yeah. 36mm classic Datejust size, Jubilee bracelet, white gold fluted bezel. Love it.
Excellent. So, I am wearing tonight my gift, which was Breitling Super Ocean 44 from a very generous and unnamed watch channel enthusiast. The Breitling Super Ocean 44 PVD. Still absolutely great watch.
I'm such a fan of blacked out watches.
Yeah, love them. Great watch. I've been wearing this quite a lot recently. It is superb. Right, let's just go through and see who's in the house. 21 people in the house. Thank you all for joining me. Big V, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Big V. Big V says hello to Thomas. Chili Badger, Spannerman, hello and welcome to the quintessential South of England tea rooms. Please wipe your feet. See you in a jiffy. Yes. Okay, as explained, Brian is away on business this week, but he should be back with us next week for next week's show, which you do not want to miss, as I said. Watch Prentice. Hey, saying hello to Dr. Bob Nightmare. Watch Prentice. Good evening, sir. Okay, everyone's saying hello to everyone else. Get a room, everybody.
Big V in the house. Shout out to Big V.
Yeah, absolutely. Ray Harrison, evening chaps. Hey, Tickets, wish you could have made it to Watch Your Wonders. Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah, I will make it there one year, I promise you. I will. If you're coming to London, I'm definitely going to London June the 15th. So please, everybody, it's going to be a good show by the looks of it. We're going to have Thomas there.
Okay. How many tote bags did you get? I got the JLC one. I got the 2 Grand Seiko ones. I got the Van Cleef & Arpels one. And I managed to get about 10 of the Rolex ones.
Wow.
So how many did you get? Okay. Did you beat that?
Just hold the 40 minutes, Thomas, if you can. Thank you.
Yeah. I was on the tote bag marathon. Tote bag, in fact, marathon to get as many tote bags as I could, so I can give them to my mates and stuff. So yeah, so it was. My bag was stacked full of them.
Thank you. Sorry about that. We just had a little furry animal breaching a room, which he shouldn't have done.
Oh, to be clear, okay, says he didn't go, but would love to have seen the tickers commenting on the show. Yeah, well, I went, and it was a blast. It was underwhelming if you're just into Rolex, but the other brands there were great. Cartier had a load of stuff from their museum. What the band? Ulysse Nardin had loads of freaks on display, which were really good. Resonance were brilliant. The independent sector, Gronfeld Resonance, Arnold and Son had their new Latitude line.
Tell you what, Thomas, you don't need to go there to see freaks. You just need to look at some of these shows that are going around.
Capek had the new Promenade line, which was really nice. Yeah, loads of stuff in the independent section away from all the others.
Super chat from RK702.
Super chat.
There you go. Sorry, Brian, you sacked. RK702, $10. T for tickers. Thank you very much, RK. Okay, you coming to London? I know I met you in London a few years ago. You come to June the 15th, mate. Be nice to see you if you are.
It'll be good to see you, RK. Yeah, it'll be nice to meet you. We're going to be there. That's the 15th and 16th of June. timelondon.co.uk for your tickets.
Absolutely, we're going to have D on the show leading up to the show. Anyhow, we're going to get D to come and talk about it. Anyhow, yeah. Watch Apprentice wants to know, how did you manage to get your clothes back in your suitcase with all them tote bags? My God.
I travelled light. I dumped all my kecks that I wore, all my pants. I dumped in the bin. I took 2 t-shirts, one that I wore and one in my bag, and just my socks, and that was it. Just in my bag, and so all my kecks went in the bin, and there was nothing much else to carry apart from tote bags and a brilliant book that I got from the AHCI show.
Oh, let's see this.
The Independent Spirit, it's called.
Right. Is that free?
No, it cost me 50 francs. But I got it signed by loads of independent watchmakers. I got it signed by, just hold it up properly. I got it signed by Sven Anderson.
Yeah.
He signed it for me. I got it signed by Hajime Asooka. I got it signed by Ludovic Balward. I got it signed by let's just flick through.
So is it in English?
David Kando, yeah, it's in English.
It's in English. That's good.
And I even got it signed by Konstantin Shaken. Drew me a little picture of one of his watches.
Oh yeah! Wow, excellent.
I got it signed by Philippe Dufour, of all people.
Yeah. Yep.
I got it signed by Mickey Aletta, who makes amazing clocks. I got it signed by loads of people. Lin Yonghua, who's a Chinese watchmaker, really nice Chinese watches. So Chinese watches there are good Chinese watches out there. Loads of people. Stefan Kadoki, Bernard Lederer.
Excellent. Welcome, Tommy.
Hi, Tommy. Yeah, so that show was brilliant.
How you
Sebastian Nashka, he makes nice clocks, but yeah, that was a really good show. That the AHCI show, almost better than Watches and Wonders in a way, because it's
really. So it was like basically two. Was that quite near the Watches and Wonders show as well? It was like
no, it was in the centre of Geneva. The Watches and Wonders show is like a 40 Swiss franc taxi ride from the centre of Geneva, but this was in the centre of Geneva near the lake, near Lake Geneva, and it's all the top independent watchmakers. So it's not the big brands; it's just the independent watchmakers. So pure class, quality. Hi, Tommy. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Are we going to be having the photocopy going today?
I don't think so. Not today. Most of my work is PDFing today.
Business is slack then today, is it?
Yeah.
No people to get off this week.
No. But
he said, "Good evening, guys and dogs."
I'll stagger it. Maybe next week I'll bring back the copier.
Okay. Perhaps
I'm glad.
I said perhaps you need to set your camera up on a stream and point at the copy and put it in the stream as on its own little stream, and we'll get super chats for the copier.
Yeah, often people just send me things to my copier wirelessly, and it just starts going off. So that would be an interesting stream, as a matter of fact. It would kind of be behaving on its own. But I love that you actually met Konstantin Chaikin. His watches are wild, but they're really cool. I've always liked those.
They're amazing. Yeah.
He has a great watch called the Green Pumpkin that I've always liked, but they're just so unimaginably expensive. The cheapest one is $70,000 US or something like that.
Yeah. He's such a nice man to chat to as well. So nice.
Oh, good. That's the best.
Yeah, so cool. Really, such a cool guy. They all are. They're really nice, and that's a great thing about that show. Like RK702 says, he'd really go for the independents rather than the big boys would be a sideshow for him. And
702, another super chat. Sorry, another tenner from the side, but awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, it really is. It's a fantastic souvenir to bring back of that show. To meet all those people and get Konstantin Chaikin to do me a little drawing of a Joker.
Yeah.
Watch. So cool.
That's really good. Excellent. That is really good. Right, we're going to discuss some bits and pieces tonight that have appeared.
We've got a dogfight going on.
Yeah. So, okay. They're only messing about. This is what they do all day, unless they're sleeping. Seriously, they're just sleeping, eating, hitting, and pissing about. That's all they do. So it's just what a life.
That's what the Krays did.
Yes, that is correct. Exactly. That is exactly what they did. Correct. Now, let me have a look. We have got tonight the first showing of the new Tutima Saxon 1 ZSM limited edition racing yellow. Now, I'm not familiar with this brand. I know that Mr. B, Thomas, is very up on every kind of brands. Anyone? Have you ever heard of this brand?
Yeah, Tutima. Are they an American company?
I don't know. I knew you'd hear about it, though. I knew you'd know about it. I
think that they're an American company. Robert Wood in the audience. Hi, Robert. Are they an American company, Robert? Can you put me right? Tutima. I've got a feeling they are.
Right.
They've made a lot of pilot's watches, a lot of chronographs, or German big V saying German. I might be mixing them with another company which I'm mistaking them for
Okay.
German.
Allowed.
Yeah, I've seen them make a lot of chronographs. But no,
What's it going to have in?
like that.
Salita movement, you reckon? What do you reckon it's going to have in it, movement-wise?
Yeah, probably an ETA or Salita, I would imagine.
So it doesn't look like any precious metal. It doesn't look like anything special. So we'll go early in. Thomas, what would you expect to pay for this then?
A Tutuma, I'd say around £3,000. $3,000. We'll talk dollars. Okay, we'll talk dollars.
Yours, right.
Yeah, I'd say around $3,000. $3,000. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go with $3,500. Thomas, T, what would you reckon?
I've never heard of them before. I'm unfamiliar with them. It looks great. I dig it. I don't know, the smaller brands. I'll go a little higher than you, Tickers. I'll say 5,000 US.
Wow, really?
So let's just get it right. This is a chronograph, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm presuming it's where's the it's got the flat buttons on. So you're putting it right in. You're putting in Speedmaster money, aren't you? Near enough.
Yeah.
Shit, really? Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's got the flat buttons. You can hardly see it's a chronograph, can you, Thomas? It's like
really... you can't tell. You have to look at the dial and see those subdials.
Yeah, and then you can see the buttons. Very, very discreet buttons there. Well, let's have a look. Generally, get the feel of the chat. What everyone else thinks about it. So, is there a general like for it? So Ray Harrison's gone for 1,200 GBP. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Big V's gone for 2,800. Okay, he said 15. Oh, wow, they're all going really, really low on this, aren't they? Crikey. Okay. Interesting. I'm tempted to see what is. It's 43 mil, 15.7 millimeter thick. Wow, that's quite thick, isn't it? That. So
15's quite thick, yeah.
Yeah. Discreetly integrated pushers. Okay, let's just see if we can find out dome sapphire crystal. See if we can find anything about the movement without doxing the price. Superlumen Nova. Oh, okay, so anyone? Okay, it's got a caliber 521. Interesting. Okay, so it's based on a Value 7750, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Value 7750. Yeah.
I'm certainly going to stick with my price. I think we may have gone both high. I think Thomas is way out of the price.
I'm way off. Yeah, I'm way high.
Right, you're in speedy money there.
Okay, let's wait and see.
Let's wait and see. It's very yellow. Okay, limited to 100 pieces. Fourth, he's the closest. Look at me. €4,800.
Wow.
What's that in dollars, guys?
It's about the same in dollars. That, yeah.
No, Tommy wasn't there, but he's ridden bloody nearest. He's the closest.
Wow. Yeah, 4,800 euro is going to be 5,097 US dollars. And a little bit of change.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. I wouldn't pay that for that. Seriously,
that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money for something with a played with Value 7750 movement, isn't it? I don't care. It's not.
Well, they've gone through a lot of different design cues. They've got those flat pushers. They've got it's a different Tutuma to the ones I've seen before.
Yeah, the Bulliver Lunar Pilot's got flat pushers. Not in you. They're not as recessed as that. I must admit, they look quite funky when they're so recessed like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. All right. Next, what else we got here? And we have another Grand Seiko. So the sun came up this morning, and we've got another Grand Seiko. Happens every day. Both things happen every day. The sun comes up in the morning, and Grand Seiko release a new model. So here we go. There we go. What do we think of that one? I actually
this is a new one. I saw this at Watches and Wonders, and the dial is beautiful.
I must admit, I saw that today. I just saw this today. I don't know the price or anything like that. I've seen that today. I thought that is really, really nice.
The dial is really nice.
I love the pushes on it. I love a lot about this watch, actually. I probably won't like the price. We'll go to that in a minute, what we think it is, but it really is. Those pushes are just really nice, aren't they? Because a lot of Grand Seikos...
Can I stop you for a minute? Rolly Mania points them out. Can you just put Tommy above swap Tommy for the praise?
Yeah, of course I can. So I can, mate. Sorry, yes. My apologies. Of course I will.
That's okay.
Swap him for the craze.
Yeah, of course I will. Thank you.
There we go.
Sorry, Rolly. I wasn't looking at that screen, mate. I was looking at the Grand Seiko. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thank
everybody. Love you all. Thank you.
Yeah, I like this watch. It's nice. It's got that. They did the Godzilla before, didn't they? Which was like their only red dialed watch, but this has got a lot more texture. It's got like sort of swirls to the red and on it. And they had it in a big cabinet in Watches and Wonders.
Oh, yeah, they've got big, at London, you had a big walkthrough with a load of cabinets. The thing is, you couldn't get close to them. They were all in glass cabinets, weren't they?
Yeah. This was in a glass cabinet.
Did you see the guy there, the big guy with is it ginger hair and ginger beard? Was he there? Big tall bloke.
No, they had Joe Kirk, who's the Grand Seiko America, the USA specialist, and he's a big specialist, Joe Kirk, and he knows everything about Grand Seiko.
Does he now?
But yeah, I like this, and I like it. I'd say they're going for about probably my price in US dollars. I would guess, I don't know the price, but I'd guess about $12,000 US dollars.
Yeah, I mean, because a lot of the Grand Seiko releases we see are just standard 3-hander dress watches, aren't they? So when we see something like this, it makes you think, oh, this is nice, isn't it? To me, a lot of the Grand Seikos that I rip up when I see them come are just a standard kind of 3-hander.
Yeah.
With a different fancy coloured dial, but nothing really, really different. That's got a fancy dial, and I said it's a chronograph, and I really do like the pushes on it.
Yeah, I'd say 12 to 14,000 American dollars.
Right, I'm going to go for 9,500.
Right, Tommy.
I was going to say right around 10.
Okay, let's have a look. So it's dramatic red, but sometimes orange dial.
I like it.
I
do. I've always liked the Grand Seikos. I've always thought they were cool, and they've got a great fan base.
Is it a high beat?
People love Grand Seiko.
Yeah, is it a high beat? It's not a spring drive, is it? It's a high beat. I'm taking
high beat. Let's have a look and see if we can find some information on it. It's just that dial just absolutely pops. Okay, it's titanium. So are we going to still? Yeah, you're probably closer than Thomas is probably closer than me and T with that with being titanium. Let's see if we can find out. Okay. So it's 16.8 millimeters thick.
Yes, getting thick, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Wow.
So it's a high
drive.
Spring drive. Wow.
Yeah, a 9R96 spring drive.
Nice.
With a chronograph and a GMT complication. Oh, right. Didn't realise that. Chronograph and a GMT. Wow. Oh, yeah, it says spring drive on the dial, doesn't it? And it says GMT. Sorry, we both missed that. It says spring drive on the left-hand side, on the sub dial. and it says GMT above 6 o'clock.
I wouldn't have noticed any of it because I'm too busy looking at the red.
I didn't notice any of that. I was staring at the texture of the dial and the
I'm too busy staring at the red color and the texture. You don't notice the GMT or Grand Seiko writing.
No,
it's just
amazing.
It's
amazing
just
detailing.
a nice colored dial.
Yeah, absolutely amazing detailing. So, yeah, wow. Okay, 13,400.
Yeah.
Wow.
In between me.
That's
limited 700 pieces.
Yeah.
That's really nice, though, isn't it?
I can understand that. I said between 12 and 14, so I can. That's about right.
Have one of them over. I mean, what else is up in that market for that kind of price? I mean, it's more
for that kind of chronograph price. I mean, you're looking at how much is a new Daytona? How much is a brand new Daytona? What, 14 or something?
Oh, right around that.
I thought there might be more, but okay, you're in Daytona money then, aren't you? But it's
you're in Daytona territory.
But it's different now, isn't it? It's just different.
So you're in Daytona, you're in JLC Polaris, or they're probably a bit cheaper. They're probably in the $9,000 region. What else? Trying to think. Sports chronographs.
Is there anything Zenith, or is Zenith a lot cheaper?
Yeah, Zenith would be a lot cheaper though. The new Chronomaster Sport they brought out. I think they're about $10,000.
The Breitling offer anything around then? Do you think?
They brought titanium Chronomaster Sports out.
It's unique because that dial has got it though, isn't it? That dial is definitely centre point, isn't it? That texture of that dial.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Spring Drive. I'd love to get a Spring Drive watch. Yeah, I'd love to. Really nice. That's a winner in my books, I think.
Absolutely, actually. Yeah. Okay, so next we have the new Monaco Tag Monaco split second chronograph.
Oof. No, I saw that. I saw this in the window, and it's a mess.
It's a mess. Wow! No, I love the Tag Monaco, but I like the standard, proper Steve McQueen blue one. That's what
yeah. This looks like a bit of a mess, to be honest with you. It's just too much skeletonization on the dial. It's
it's a classic 70s iconic watch
that's been destroyed.
Yeah, not just that. I think they've tried to make it a 2024 by giving it that look. It should stay. The Monaco should stay true to what it is, shouldn't it?
They're trying to make it.
I don't think they should fuck about with it. I think it should be the blue standard, classic, iconic Steve McQueen and just don't mess about with it.
They're trying to make it 2024 Space Odyssey. I mean, look at it.
They're trying to give it a modern twist.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a loss in my mind for that. I bet it's not going to be bloody cheap.
Not doing it for me. It's not even using the caliber 11, is it? I mean, it's got the crown on the right hand side.
Yes, spotted. Yes. Okay, so Big V doesn't like the tag. Okay. Oh, Matt H, good to see you, man. Good to see you. See you earlier. Good to see you, Matt H, in the chat, friend of the show. Yeah. So Ray says Gulf Monaco looks better. Ray, if you're going, if you come to the show, bring your Gulf with you. I wouldn't mind saying that.
I like Silly Sausage's comment. He's produced vomits with a more complicated color palette than that.
Love it. Excellent, thank you. Arcade says he doesn't like watches that he can't read. The thing is, we've got a phone for that, mate. You just have your phone.
Robert Wood's answering our question here. It's a new caliber. A split-second chronograph was originally designed for their only watch entry. That's interesting.
Okay.
And only watch is coming back this year, so that's quite interesting. So
Christian says he quite likes that. Christian, you've gone down in my estimation, mate. fellow Bonds S&P 300 lover, and he's
brutal
now for that thing. No, let's have a look to see what we know about it then. So, is it going to be limited edition? What's the only what's
I'm guessing it'll be a numbered edition,
right?
Fairly limited, I would guess. It won't last long. I can't imagine it won't last long. It'll be just this year or just it's not going to last long. That
right. So it's going to be limited edition. Is it going to be precious metal or anything?
No.
I don't
looks
think
like so. Looks like it could be carbon inside or something, or
we need to get rid of it anyhow. I'm not into it at all. Let's just have a look.
That looks like anodized metal inside.
Yeah, it does.
Very kind of fancy, sort of. Just it'll appeal to. So it's got a TH81-00 caliber, one of the lightest chronograph movements ever made by the brand. Grade 5 titanium.
I was just going to say it's titanium again, like the Grand Seiko. Yeah. I mean, just look at it. Look at it. It looks like it looks a bit like a Constantine Shaken when you look at it like that, just like that.
Does,
with the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? 85 weighs just 85 grams. I think the back looks better. Quite like the back.
No, I like the rotor on the back.
I'm not a fan of this at all. I saw it in the window, and I was gonna take a photograph of. I took a couple of photographs of some of the other tags, but I missed this one out because I just didn't like it.
I'm going for 9.5K. What does everyone else reckon?
I think that's a good guess. Yeah. I'll go 11.
These have all been higher than my initial gut instinct, so I'll go even higher and say 12.
Okay, let's have a look. See what people. Watch only the mother. Watch only the mother could love. Yes.
Yeah. You're right, silly sausage. Definitely.
Robert Wood says y'all are way too low.
Really? The big V's gone with 10,500.
I wouldn't see it going above. I wouldn't see it going above 15. I wouldn't see it going above 15.
We say then, Robert. Way too low. He said. Way. I mean, Harry's
okay then, Robert. Right. Okay, Robert. Robert's giving us a hint here. So let's have a refresh, lads. Let's start again.
We don't normally allow a refresh, but we didn't.
Let's start again. Let's start again. Okay, right. I'm gonna say 28,000.
I'm gonna say 24,500.
Oof. I don't know. I have no idea.
35.
35.
35. Okay. 35.
35. I don't know.
35. Right. Well, okay. The history of the show, we've never had a recount, but today we are. Let's have a look. See what we're going with it. Still don't like it. Whatever many pictures they show of it. That's probably the nicest picture there. So, have we got a? Oh, can you see that? What the F?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. He wasn't joking, Ray.
135.
What the? Get the fuck out of here.
That was Tommy.
Guy Robert Wood.
That was Tommy's price, but with a 1 in front.
Yeah.
So
what the?
Yeah.
The Swiss franc is very strong though. That comes out to almost 150 US.
So Ray Harrison's at 120K plus. He was the nearest. Okay, Robert said we're all way too low, but we didn't know what way was. But my God, that's bonkers, isn't it?
Whew.
120. No way. I'm never going for the shit that I buy now. I'm never going to think, fuck, that was too expensive, because I'm never going to spend that kind of money. I'm sure that when I buy something, it's going to be worth it. Because sure as shit, that ain't worth that price. Absolutely not. Ladies and Dev, the manager and director of Tag happens to be watching. If he's a friend of the show, give your head a wobble. If he's not, clip that and put it on Tag's website. Send it to him. Right, here we go. Next one. What's the reality check we've got here? Shall we have this one next? Let's please our Rolex fanboy, shall we? Here we go. I like this actually. That's right. Chickles is liking a Rolex. Woohoo! Yes, look at this. What do we think? Are you a fan? Anybody? 1908 in platinum with a Guilloche dial.
Very simple, extremely elegant. The platinum is
coin edge bed 1908 with a coin edge bezel, a nice Guilloche dial in
ice blue.
Ice blue. We can't say Tiffany blue, can we?
No, ice blue. I love this. I really liked it. Saw it at the show, saw it Watches and Wonders. Really like it. Still like it. It's got this Guilloche pattern on the dial. I forgot what they call it. It's like a fish scale pattern.
They say Guilloche, they said in the thing. Is it not the Guilloche?
Yeah, it's stamped though. It's stamped. It's not actually. It's not hand turned Guilloche. Not for the price. Yeah. Not for the price they're charging.
No. I like the brown leather. Does it come in a bracelet or is it just a brown leather strap?
No, choice of brown or black leather.
Oh, only. Well, it's nice.
And it's platinum. I liked the 1908 when it first came out within the normal gold with black dials and white dials last year, but
right.
I didn't think the pace that Rolex move at, the snail's pace, the Rolex move at, I didn't think they'd bring out a new version of it so quickly. And the year later, we see something new. This watch has got potential to be an annual calendar, a moon phase, all sorts of things.
Right, you can really stretch out and do stuff with it.
But as I say, the pace that they move, Rolex move, we won't see that for another 4 years or so, I don't think.
Right, so there's a lot of love here. So Whole Milk says Chickens like something on a leather strap. I do. I'm not a big bracelet.
I like it.
Man.
I'm
not a big
very elegant.
Fan,
I like the leather strap.
Yeah, I do. I'm not a massive bracelet fan. I think it's a pain in the arse with bracelets and adjusting them and stuff like that.
I've got someone mentioned a blue leather strap. That's what I have on my watch today.
Nice. What are you wearing? We didn't see your wristwatch check, T.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm actually wearing a cool watch that I just got in that I ordered a really, 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 really long time ago from an American company, Spinnaker.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Fleurs.
It's their 50 Phantoms.
Yeah, the second collaboration.
Exactly, yeah. And on the rotor, it has a little ghost.
Oh, that's nice, yeah.
And I really like it. It's in like a grayish blue, but it's got a really, really, really nice thick blue leather strap that feels so good and it's so soft.
That's nice, that. I like that.
They sold out straight away, those within minutes, didn't they?
Did they? Oh wow.
Yeah, well, they had a they had a great if you don't mind me rambling for a minute, they had a great user experience situation on their hands where people were buying multiple of the watches and they sold out instantly, but that was the original release, which was black and gray, and those sold out and they were immediately popping up on eBay for tons of money. And Spinnaker, the guys who run Spinnaker, they're very involved in the Spinnaker Facebook group, and they're very, very engaged. And people were upset, so they they were thinking about what to do, and they took a vote, and people voted, just have an open release for a day or two of the watch in a different color. And they did that. They released them in several shades of blue, and people were able to get them, within a 24 or 48 hour period. And that's when I got mine. And I like it. Yeah, I got one in each color. I got this in like the gray, light blue, and then I got like the dark blue. The only difference is the bezel color.
I like that light blue. That's really nice.
I know. Yeah, I was wearing a gray shirt and a gray jacket earlier today, so I wore the nice light blue, and the lume on it is insane. The ghosts all glow in different shades of green, blue, and white.
And it was cheap, wasn't it? It's only about $500, was it?
I think they were $700.
$700.
But yeah, it was great price. Great price.
Yeah.
Good watch. My first Spinnaker, but people love Spinnakers.
Yeah, they do. They do.
So back to 1908. What's our guesses on the price?
Oh, right. So it's platinum, and I'm completely out of it as far as Rolexes go. So, I don't know how much the standard one is. So I'm going to go with 28K.
I was going to say 40.
Okay.
I think you're spot on, Tickers.
Really? Okay.
In pounds, anyway. In pounds, it is.
Right. Okay. Chili's gone for 32. Is that 32,000? Is that dollars, which makes it about 28K probably. Interesting. Dr. Bob's right at 32K. Okay, Watch Apprentice probably knows. Sounds like Christian's gone for 29. Okay, I do actually quite. I'm not, as you know, I'm not a massive Rolex fanboy. But
I think we're talking about 26 or 27,500 pounds.
Oh, it does look nice. It does look nice. It's not up your arse fancy, is it? It's like it's a vintage. It's a re-edition of a vintage watch, you know.
It is.
But not in platinum.
The first, it's the first. Was it the first? Was the 1908 the first? Was that the first Rolex? 1908?
No, that was when they were founded. That was when they registered the name. That was when they registered the name Rolex.
Right, got you. Okay, just the back of it looks so good as well, doesn't it? Just
Hans Wilsdorf and Alfred Davis, sorry. The founders registered the name in 1908.
So the clasp is platinum, so that clasp is probably worth most of my watch collection. Jesus, does look nice. Does look very nice.
It is. I mean, it was the winner of the Rolex releases this year, I think.
Was it? Oh, right. Oh, out of all the Rolex releases, that was the winner.
Well, everything else was gold and diamonds, and all gold bracelets and diamond bezels and everything. It was a flop for Rolex this year, I think. It was very underwhelming. All the people that love the steel sports watches, all they got was a GMT. And
what was the new GMT? The green and black?
No, it was a black and grey bezel.
So €31,500.
Whoa.
Wow. Well, I was out by 500 quid. Wow. Okay. What else? What else do we have?
So my just to ask a rookie question. Rolexes with buying a Rolex, they're not limited edition. They don't have a preset production quantity. They just make them as they're ordered, correct?
No, they churn them out a certain amount of models and to a limited number of each year. They produce over 1 million watches each year. Rolex.
but for a particular, I get that, and thank you for explaining. But if for a particular model like this one, or like the like the gray and black GMT, how long do they have that available through Rolex dealers for? Like, how long do they keep the purchase window open?
Well, I mean, like my Palm Dial, this came out 2 years ago, and they discontinued. They often hold models for about 2 years before they discontinue them. Certain models. So the Palm Dial, the Motif Dial, Datejusts, things like the Celebration Dial, I think will go next year. The coloured OP range, they lasted 2 years. Things like the GMTs. Now, I'm surprised that the Sprite didn't go. But GMTs are the Rolex everyone wants at the moment. So the people have gone off Submariners, really. I mean, everyone seems to want a GMT at the moment. They want, because you can get it on a Jubilee bracelet. And it's all about Pepsis and, gotta get a Pepsi. And it's all about, it used to be about the Batman.
The left-hand drive.
The left-hand drive was a bit of a quirky one. It peaked when it first came out, but then the ADs didn't get them for about 8 months, and then after that, people got bored of it, and prices have gone down to the same price as a Batman now.
I mean,
Batman is the blue and black,
blue and black,
right?
Yeah, blue and black,
and that's the blue and black GMT.
Yeah.
The Sprite is the green and black GMT.
Yeah, green and. Is it not green and black? Is it green and yellow, or
green? I thought it was green with a black dial, and then green is a Hulk, isn't it? Is that right?
No, it's got a black dial, but I'm just thinking the color of the bezel. Maybe someone in the chat will put me right. The Sprite. What's the Rolly Mania? You compose, right? What color's the Sprite? It's green and grey, is it, or green and?
Why are you doing that? If Tommy, T, you know the score, don't you? With where basically you're very lucky.
Green and black, Ray says.
You walk into a Rolex dealer without any history and just pick up one of the top preferred models we've just talked about is very, very unusual. They'll ask you to buy something like a Datejust or something like that to get yourself.
Yeah, exactly. They'll ask you to develop a purchase history, right?
For fuck's sake. I'm just trying to give an interview and bollocks to that. I don't care. I won't get, I'm not slapping my dick out the table for dick size to buy a Rolex. You can get lost. You know what I mean? You just
That's why I think it's, I think Rolex, a huge amount of Rolex's staying power is in the stabilization of the prices on the resale market. Because you can buy any Rolex you want at any time from a reseller, from a used dealer. Yeah. And I think Rolex depends on that as a stabilizing variable.
50% of the watches they sell are Datejusts.
Is that because those people want to develop a customer account?
Is that a good question? Is that right then? Is that right?
I believe so. Hi, Peruka. Peruka's in the chat. He might be able to give some answers. I believe that 50% of the Rolexes are sold a Datejust. Is that right, Peruka?
And we'd like to know if they are. Is that because they're all mugs and all trying to get a purchase history to be able to go on?
Well, you got to take into account that a lot of the women that buy watches, they're going to be buying smaller Datejusts.
They are. That's correct.
They're going to be.
I just don't like this thing of it. The fact is, you cannot walk into a shop and buy what the fike you want if you've got the money. You can't walk in with 35k cash that you can legally say how you got it, it's not money laundering, and buy a Rolex for what you want without them, even without a purchase history. I just can't.
So Peruka's saying it's more than 50% of Datejusts, and most of them are gold ladies' pieces.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Christian said if he had 26k, he would buy that 1908 100%. I do like that. And RK 702 thinks that 1908 will sell under list after 1 year. That's interesting. Yeah, blue one is very, very nice. Peruka, what did you think of the ice blue 1908 with the Gillespie dial?
The platinum, yeah, release.
Platinum. I'm interested in what Peruka thinks of it.
They're saying Rolex do a fortune on ladies' Datejust watches. Yeah, they do.
Well, okay, that's interesting. Okay, that is interesting.
Well, yeah, everyone thinks, they're going to be making Daytonas and GMTs and Submariners, but everyone forgets the Datejust, which is their iconic watch, like I'm wearing now. It's the fluted bezel, the Jubilee bracelet. It's what Rolex are. It's epitome of Rolex. It's
true. It's their bread and butter model, so to speak, isn't it? And that's not being rude. It just is their what you call the bread and butter model, isn't it? Right.
Peruka's saying about 1908. He said he likes it, but like to see it in person to have a real opinion, and not behind a window. Yeah, right. Because all the watches are just behind glass at Watches and Wonders.
All of them, and every single. Yeah. Oh, right, okay.
Well, Rolex and Patek and places like that. Unless you make an appointment with Patek and you go,
right.
Unless you
not every single watch of Wonders was behind. You did get some people showing.
Oh yeah, the independents, like Reston, Sanderson, Gronfeld, Chapek. You could go and try them on, and people like that. And if you had an invite, if you had an appointment with, say, IWC or Langer or JLC, you could go and they'd invite you in for an appointment and take you into a room, and they'd show you quite a few there. Oh, this one was a nice one, this Geometra.
Right, you saw this. Okay,
yeah, beautiful.
The Jaeger-LeCoultre Geometra line.
Well, the Geometra were a moon phase. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful
movement. Right, wow. So okay. So without giving the price at the moment, it's a moon phase. Is it? What's it? Is that rose gold? Is that?
Yeah, like I said earlier, Peruka's saying the most ignorant people on the other shows say the most important Rolex made is the Pepsi or the Sub, and they're wrong. It's a Datejust, because that's 1945. They introduced Datejust. It's a most important model in history. The fluted bezel was designed in 1945, and it was to turn to open the front of the watch. Designed to open the front of the watch, so like the case, like on the case back, you get that dimpled sort of fluted case back where they can put the tool to unscrew the case back.
Okay.
And it was used to unscrew the front, and the fluted bezel and the Jubilee bracelet are Rolex's, and the Cyclops are Rolex's signatures. It's yeah.
So before we go, guys, this Jaeger-LeCoultre. So the one on the left is the old one, and the one on the right is a new one.
Okay. No, two different ones, I think.
It says an older version versus the new underneath that picture. It says an older version versus the new. So.
Oh yes, it is. Yeah, the one on the left is the one on the right is new. The one on the left is I think so. Anyway.
I think, you know what? I'm sorry. I prefer the older one. I prefer the
no,
colour of the dial.
The one on the right is a moon phase because you can see the moon phase on the right dial.
Oh yeah, and the other one is.
And the other one isn't a moon phase.
I don't know. I like the one without the moon phase. I like the colour of the dial on the one without the moon phase, the older one.
So the one with the moon phase, they've both got the 1/6 of a second counter at the bottom, which spins around really fast to count as 1/6 of a second.
Yeah.
And then the big second hand ticks round. Peruk is saying the moon phase chrono food on small seconds. It has two separate movements, one for the complications and another for the precision of the small seconds. Yeah, it's a mind blowing watch. It's
wow. And what's the material? Rose gold?
Yeah, rose gold. This one's rose gold, but they do it in a platinum as well. I think 'cause I saw or white gold because I saw I saw a white metal one as well.
Look nice, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Right. So, do you know the price, Thomas?
I know the price of the previous generation without the moon phase, and that was £30,000.
Right.
I don't know the price of this one.
Right. So Ray Harrison's got to be 100. Says it's got to be 100K plus. There's a few lowball prices. We've got Big V saying it's 38,000, and we've got Chili saying 39,000.
I mean, they even had a Geometry which had a tourbillon in it on the left hand side, which was
I'm going 65K on this.
I'll say about maybe 45,000 pounds. So if we're talking dollars, I'll say about $50,000.
It's very nice. I must admit, it is very nice. Very much a bit like a face, isn't it? Then don't you think it's a bit of a face? You know, two eyes, like don't you think a bit of a sad face?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a bit. I think so. Look on that picture there.
It's got it's a bit like a Constance Shaken.
Yes, I think it's got. I think it's got a downward, like a sad face,
a smile at the bottom with a tongue in it, a tongue at the bottom.
Yeah,
and
nose,
two eyes.
Yeah, definitely. It's actually quite nice. How much do you think this is going to be, mate? You muted, T.
Sorry about that. I'd say 80.
80. Oh, wait, 80K. Ooh, okay. You know what? He blew us away with that. He won the last one.
Peruk says it looks like a clown's face.
Yeah, it does look like a it is very nice, though, isn't it? So, wow. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Ooh. Can I dial there? Wow. Yeah, and the back of it, of course, as well. He's amazing. Right. Oh, blue face. Okay. No, I'm not so keen on that. Too blue for me. That is too blue. Whereas that's got slightly different colours, bits of stuff in it. That to me, that is too blue. Oh, less green in person. Greeny blue. I don't like. What do you think of them colours? What do you think of that? You like that?
That's too blue.
That's nice. That's nice. I like that.
That's you like that? Too blue for me.
Interesting.
It is a bit too blue. Yeah.
Just. Oh, is that your Tourbillon?
Yes, that was amazing. That was mind-blowing.
That is amazing. That was mind-blowing. You must admit, that is probably, if you're going to be a bear, be a grizzly. So if you're going to pay 60K or whatever for the other one, you pay a chunk of change more for this thing, I think, with the tourbillon on it, don't you? Wow. That I must admit, that is pretty damn nice. That. Yeah, you did say that, right. Okay, JLC. Okay, the tourbillon is 438 grand.
Well,
that's the tourbillon, which is there, but the other one starts at 40k. So that one is 438. So that is a large chunk of change, isn't it?
You've got a super chat.
Hold on, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something real special right now because you guys have just. You guys are too nice to me.
Okay, just bear with us. Thomas Burnett, £1.99. Tommy, let's have one print from the printer.
I'll show you. I got something real special for you guys.
Oh, okay. Remember the watershed. Okay. Do we need some music? Do we have having a tumble? Can
you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me? All right. Hold on. Printing. I've decided I'm nothing without my fans. So I printed out a screen grab of the whole cast right now, including Thomas Burnett's comments.
Right, thank you. So Peruka is asking who is Mr. T, never seen on the panel before. Mr. T is somebody who
I'm around.
I reached out on my Facebook drinking tea and talking watches page. So anyone on Facebook, I've got a drinking tea and talking watches page. And I reached out because I wanted some new panel members. And Tommy came for the audition and he passed the audition. So there you go.
I'm the resident cheap watch guy.
Well, we'll get he's been in between jobs, but he now gets people off murder and stuff like that.
It's not that I was between jobs. It's just that I was spending so much more than any of these watches cost on grad school.
Right, I see. Got you. So now he's a lawyer and he gets people off murders and stuff like that. So
how much was that tourbillon?
400 and something thousand or something.
Yeah, that's more than most law degrees.
Right, I see. Yeah, but surely all you need is another O.J. Simpson to get them off, don't you? And that's it. You're in with the money. You're having one of the tourbillons on your wrist, aren't you?
I don't do criminal law.
Don't you?
You know, funny. It's so funny that you mentioned that because I was reading up on O.J. Simpson when he passed away.
Oh, of course, because you're too young. I'm old enough. Cause I'm 58. I watched it on telly. I watched a lot of it on telly.
I'm not going to get into talking about the case, but during the whole court appearance, the courtroom proceedings, O.J. Simpson was wearing a fake Rolex.
Was it?
Yeah.
Right. I want into watches then.
Yeah. Google it. He was wearing a fake Rolex.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder why, because the fact that I read the other day he had he died with something like 130 million or something.
Oh yeah. He was arrested for other stuff. He was arrested for like petty theft and stuff. But his Rolex was fake.
Wow, didn't know that.
Yeah. And I don't know, back in the 90s, I think like the counterfeit Rolexes, they were around, but authenticating them and stuff, it wasn't like as like easy. There wasn't like a super great database on authenticating the reals and the fakes.
There was nothing like a digital watch vault or anything like that.
So people didn't know about it until after the case, and then they were like, "Oh wow, like this guy sucks."
I mean, I mean that was one of the first trials that was ever sort of like on telly. It was the whole lot was for months, and it was streamed. It was streamed live on TV. It was fascinating because it was one of the you never got to see that kind of stuff. It was new, and it was like
it was a long
posturing. All the lawyers were apparently big shot. Well, they weren't big shot to start with, but by the time they finished there, they were all big shot lawyers. When I went to LA the first time, I got the guy who I know lived there. We got to take us down Bundy and actually see the house. It was all around at the time. It was all fresh. So we just said, "Look, are we any near Bundy Avenue?" It was called. Yeah. So he took us down so we could stop outside and have a nosy up the path where it all happened. The murders. We weren't the first one. I think it was probably a proper tourist attraction. But anyhow, we digress. Right. I like the show. First of all, thank you everybody for joining us.
Well, Peruka's saying all he wants and all he needs and all he craves is a good pub feed. Tell you what, Peruka, we went to a really good Irish bar in Geneva, which was on the same street as Resheppy's workshop. And you could get nice burgers, nice tapas, and a good Irish pint. So,
well-poured Guinness?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. The Guinness and...
I will get that one, definitely. I'll be there, and I will stream from there. Excellent. So I'll be streaming from the show on the 15th of June. So I hope to see you all there. I'll be
15th, 16th of June. Sorry, 15th, 16th of June. timelondon.co.uk. Get your tickets there, lad.
We will D, who's doing the show, we will have him on here to talk about the show. We'll have a full hour talking to D about the show nearer the time. So thank you for joining us. Please all join for next week. I'm not going to say too much, but next week is a banger of a show. I'm going to say it's going to be pretty good. So please all join Tuesday, 9:00 BST.
Tuesday?
Same time. Next Tuesday, we have...
Yes. Yeah. Oh, hold on. OJ was arrested for storming into the hotel room of a memorabilia dealer who was selling some of his old belongings and took them back at gunpoint. I actually I thought he broke into someone's house that he knew owned the memorabilia, but that's hilarious.
So you heard the man. Next week, check it out, guys.
Yeah, next week, 9:00, we have a special show next week, and I will make it all apparent later in the week.
Mr. Tickers himself, and thanks to Tommy.
Yeah,
for
Mr. T coming in.
T.
Yeah. Thank you.
Stoked you guys were on.
Thank you for Thomas Burnett. Usual, there you go. The Prince made an appearance. We'll get it its own YouTube channel and everything. Thank you, everybody, for joining. It was good to see you all. And we will see you all next week. Don't miss it. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Have a
good one.
See you
next time. Take care.